Discover what hygiene was like in the desert at the time of Moses and how the Hebrew people faced the challenges of cleanliness amidst the adversities of the desert. Welcome to our channel, everyone. Today we are going to explore a very interesting topic: hygiene in the desert at the time of Moses. We are going to discover how the Hebrew people dealt with issues of cleanliness and personal care in such a hostile environment. A true journey into the past to understand what the hygiene habits of the civilization were like during their journey. I also invite you to subscribe to the channel, and I would like you to comment on this subject. In the time of Moses, in the desert, water was a scarce and valuable resource. In addition to being essential for survival, water also played a fundamental role in the personal hygiene of the Hebrew people. With few resources available, it was necessary to use water wisely. The Hebrews sought out natural sources of water, such as wells and oases, to supply themselves and to clean themselves. Water was used to wash the body, wash clothes and utensils, prepare food and perform purification rituals. Every drop of water was valued and used to its fullest to ensure the cleanliness and well-being of the community during the long journeys through the desert. In Moses' time, the challenges faced by the Hebrew people in ensuring cleanliness in the camp during long journeys were numerous. With arid climate conditions and constant dust, maintaining hygiene became an arduous task. The Hebrews needed to find creative solutions to deal with the scarcity of water and the challenges imposed by the hostile desert environment. The lack of bathrooms and sewage systems as we know them today required the Hebrew people to adopt improvised practices for disposing of human waste. In addition, the high incidence of insects and pests represented yet another obstacle to maintaining hygiene in the camp. Even in the face of these adversities, the Hebrew people sought to preserve their health and well-being through basic cleaning and organization of the camp, demonstrating great ideas and ingenuity amidst the adverse conditions of the desert. At this time, the use of local plants and herbs played a fundamental role in the hygiene and healthcare of the Hebrew people in the desert. With scarce and limited resources, the Hebrews made use of the medicinal and purifying properties of various plants found in the region to keep their bodies clean and prevent diseases. Herbs such as aloe vera were used to treat sunburns and wounds, while basil was used as a natural insect repellent. In addition, the leaves of the myrrh tree were used in purification rituals, giving a pleasant aroma to the environment. The wisdom in choosing and using these plants reflected not only the practical needs of the Hebrews, but also the deep connection with nature and the ancestral traditions that permeated their daily lives in the desert. The rituals and purifications prescribed by Jewish religious law played a fundamental role in maintaining the order and spiritual purity of the Hebrew people. Hygiene care in the desert was not limited to cleaning the body and belongings, but extended to the ritual practices established by Jewish tradition. The Torah, or Jewish religious law, prescribed a series of rules and purification rituals that aimed not only at physical cleanliness, but also at spiritual purification. Ceremonial baths, ritual washing of hands and feet before meals and observance of certain dietary practices were some of the measures adopted by the Hebrew people to maintain their holiness before God. Hygiene in the desert was not only a matter of physical health, but was an integral part of the spiritual and religious life of the Hebrew people, reflecting the importance attributed to moral and spiritual purity within the Jewish vision. Hygiene in the desert was a matter of survival and spiritual devotion for the Hebrew people. The challenges they faced in personal care and maintaining cleanliness were enormous, given the scarcity of resources and the harsh conditions of the environment. However, the search for physical and spiritual purity permeated every aspect of life in the desert. Hygiene practices, purification rituals and healthcare were essential for the preservation of the community and for maintaining the connection with God. Today, we can reflect on these ancient teachings and apply them to our modern reality. The appreciation of water as a precious resource, the conscious use of natural resources, the importance of cleanliness as a determining factor for a healthy life, and the role of rituals in promoting spiritual well-being are timeless lessons that we can incorporate into our routine. Hygiene in the desert in the time of Moses inspires us to cultivate not only physical cleanliness, but also inner purity, respect for the environment and connection with something greater than ourselves. And so we conclude another video full of information and historical curiosities. I hope you enjoyed this trip to the past with us. Leave suggestions in the comments for future biblical themes that you would like to see here. A big hug, and until next time, God bless you.